Hey, people ask me all the time, what is with all of these videos, Farmer? And I'm here to share with you exactly why I do all these videos. And I thought maybe it would be a good idea. I wanted to take a little bit of time and introduce myself. So my name is David Farmer. I am the CEO and founder of Entice. But my roots in automotive and technology go pretty deep. So let me go ahead and share with you a little bit about my history and why I started this company and the first product that we brought to the marketplace. So first thing I'm going to do is let's go ahead and just jump over and look at my screen here. So like I said, I've had the opportunity to grow up in the car business. My dad was in the automotive industry, actually at a Toyota store in the late 60s. I came around in 1970. So yeah, that puts me at about 50 plus years old. And I've been kicking around car dealerships really my entire life. I remember being very young and being at a Lincoln Mercury dealership in the, I guess that would be in the mid to late 70s, early 80s, Pontiac Buick GMC or Pontiac Buick Datsun dealership transformed into a Nissan dealership while we were there, and started working in the detail department, sweeping the lot. I would fill in for other people on the parts desk or back in the parts room, or even as an overnight janitor, at a small dealership up in the Midwest. Anyways, back about 30 years ago, moved down to the Tampa area, opened up a used vehicle dealership, ran that for about 5 years, and then started working at a Toyota dealership that was really just around the corner. While I was at that Toyota dealership, I had the opportunity to become a pros member. So that's a Southeast Toyota excellence program for salespeople. Moved up from salesperson to a BDC manager in the early 1990s. And actually, I got a couple different things here. So used car dealer, when I was selling cars, I was 20 plus a car a month. Salesperson, 1999, started a BDC responsible for over 200 units per month. And it was during that time that I developed my first technology product. Now, I had been in and around technology for probably 10 years, 15 years prior to that with my music background. And so in 1999, while I was developing that BDC, came up this idea to be able to quickly generate numbers and worksheets and fax them to customers, and even email. Email was pretty new back then, believe it or not. And that really developed into what turned into the desking solution ePencil, which ultimately I teamed up with Grant Cardone and the Cardone Group and brought that to the marketplace. Still a product that's out there right now. And went back into the retail side of the business. I was a general sales manager of multiple dealerships, my last being a dealership in a fringe metro market. It was a dealer development dealership, so it's a brand new open point dealership. I was the number one first employee. My responsibility was to build a sales department. So I built the finance department, the sales department, trained everybody. I think we are still today, and were then the first Toyota dealership ever to open up to have the entire sales staff 100% Toyota certified. I actually hired a former Toyota product trainer, brought them in, and along with myself from a sales process standpoint, we trained the sales department. And then I founded this company in 2011. And really the goal with developing this company was to solve for a problem that I was having when I was at the dealership. Now, we were very successful in the early days of that dealership, sold over 1,000 cars in the first 90 days. And one of the reasons that we were able to do that is because we really recognized that what we had to do as a dealership is, number one, we had to have enough vehicles in inventory. Number two, we had to have enough trained salespeople to be able to service customers. And then we had to have enough customers coming into the dealership showroom. And if I knew I could do that, then we would be successful and we would hit our goals. We far exceeded our goals. We almost doubled the planning potential in the first 90 days. of that dealership. So I knew that I had to get X amount of customers on the dealership showroom. One of the challenges I had back then, which is still facing dealerships today, is that we can drive a ton of traffic to our dealership website, but how do we turn that traffic into showroom visitors? And that's really what we wanted to do, is figure out a way on how to continue to drive more traffic to our dealership website and then get those customers to ultimately visit the dealership showroom, so my sales team could have this face-to-face opportunity to sell a car. And I knew if I could bring up the traffic to the dealership, as long as I had enough salespeople and inventory, we would be able to hit our sales goals. And so what I did is I created this solution, our Visa Test Drive technology. Let me share my screen again here. If you ever see me looking down and doing something over here, is I'm actually driving all of this as I am recording the video. So anyways, I'm going to share my screen right here. So I came up with a what we call Leadmaker right now. This is a way to incentivize customers when they visit my dealership website and they convert into a lead. So now we've taken somebody that got to my website, which we had no idea who that person was, and then we have them voluntarily provide their first name, their last name, their email address, and their phone number. Now my internet salespeople or my BDC has an opportunity to connect with that customer and invite them down to the dealership. How we do that is through this Leadmaker technology, and we incentivize the behavior that we want customers to take when they visit that dealership website. In this case, the behavior we want the customer to take is, number one, provide their contact information. Number two, plan on visiting the dealership showroom, and we're going to incentivize them. And as we started developing this technology over a decade ago, we looked at many different ways to incentivize consumers. And this isn't a new idea. Whether it's a direct mail campaign and you're giving away free coins, or an umbrella, or a cooler, or a chance to win a TV, or a scratch-off ticket, whatever it is, the direct mail campaigns have been successful utilizing incentives because incentives work. Incentives drive behavior. And really, the best incentive is cash money. But you don't want to give somebody cash money. So what we did is we developed reach over here. We developed a way to create a customized Visa reward card. See if I can get that set up. So this is a customized Visa reward card that we incentivize customers to visit a dealership showroom, and they receive this. And we built the technology for for dealers to be able to take this full custom real Visa reward card. Let's see, get out of my face there. So that is what we send to the customer. So the process works. Customer visits a dealership website. They register for this incentive. They visit the dealership showroom, and then a couple days later, they get a Visa reward card. And that's how the process works. Now, over time, what we've done is we've developed other technologies, such as our trade evaluation technology, which we call Trademaker. We have two different versions: our Trade Value Express and our Express Cash Offer, Kelley Blue Book Value, or Real Offer, which we've talked about on this channel. We've developed specific digital marketing technologies with integrations right with the with the Google marketing platform, where we can create these customized these retargeting ads to retarget customers after they visit your dealership website if they don't convert into a lead. So we're bringing those customers back. And you think about it, you spend thousands of dollars driving customers to your dealership website. On average, they're going to spend 2 or 3 minutes on your site, then you're going to lose them forever. In most cases, what we want to do is we want to get those customers back, and we can do that with our retargeting. In 2017, we started developing our Dealmaker technology, and this was really picking up on the technology that I started building in 1999, ePencil. It's a different world. It's not a desking solution. It is a digital retailing technology. So we allow customers to engage with this activity on a dealership website, which is part of all of our technology: scheduling a test drive, calculating their payment, getting their trade value, getting a real offer for their trade, and and getting the ability to get a free credit score with our Loanmaker technology. And then last year, we integrated with a chat company. There's a local chat company to us here in Tampa, and they are the longest standing automotive chat provider in the industry. And we created a really cool integration with chat. And last year, 2021 is when we developed our express cash offer technology, giving a dealership the ability to provide the same type of experience to a customer that they would get on websites such as CarMax, Carvana, Vroom, these big, large volume public companies. So you, a dealer, can give a real offer to customers in real time. And that is the technology platform that we've built. Now, what I want to do is review some other parts of our technology, but get into more information about this Visa card offer. It is as effective today as it was 10 years ago. And really, as we start to normalize the industry, as we start to get back to business as usual, if you look at the last few years with the pandemic, with the hyperinflation of used vehicle inventory, with the chip shortages, with the inventory shortages, and the ability to get, charge $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 over MSRP. I mean, all of that is going to normalize. And as that starts to normalize, dealers are going to have to be very effective at being able to do retail like we did pre-pandemic. All of these cycles will get to the point where we start to normalize. So as we start to normalize, making sure that you are going to be able to drive the amount of traffic that you need to get to your dealership website, you need to look at ways to be able to increase your first-party leads. And we can do that with our Leadmaker technology. So when a customer visits your dealership website, we're going to have multiple sales funnels that a customer can engage with. All of them are going to be utilizing our user interface and user experience. Depending on what button they click, they might run into our scheduling a test drive with a Visa reward card, might decide to get a instant trade-in value or to get a real offer for the vehicle or build their deal or get a free credit score. Whatever button they press, our user experience is going to open up right on that page. Same way that it works on the desktop, it's going to work on mobile, it's going to work on desktop, mobile, tablet, desktop. Also, we're going to be able to take this user interface and move it around based on how a consumer is going to interact with the tool. So a lot of what we've built over the last few years is to be able to provide this seamless, really nice kind of GUI interface that a customer can interact with. So, for example, it can be docked on the right-hand side or docked on the left-hand side. And if it's on a tablet, which you see here, it can open up into our user interface on that tablet device. Same thing on a mobile device. They click one of these buttons. They're going to open up that user experience right on that mobile device. In every case, we're going to keep the customer right on your dealership's URL. So a lot of technologies that's available today and that has been available over the years will take customers away from your dealership's website. And I would challenge you to look at all of the tools that's on your dealership website right now and see what all of those buttons are doing. Are they taking those customers away from your dealership's website, or are they keeping them in your universe, right? On your top level domain? Is that key? Are you keeping the customer there? You spend thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars to get customers to your dealership website, and on average, you're only spending 2 or 3 or 4 minutes there, actively encouraging them to leave. Not a good idea. Anyway, so we're going to look at the intice Leadmaker technology. This is the Visa test drive offer system. Now, some of the bullet points here we can look at is this is going to be able to provide this express test drive call to action. It is a lead conversion system. We are going to use these customized Visa reward cards. Now, these Visa reward cards, they're good for 2 years now, and we actually have a digital version that's going to be available to pre-populate right into an Apple or Google Wallet. We're actually doing our final testing next week, and then we're going to be rolling it out after that. Anyways, on-demand Visa fulfillment, geofencing, we can exclude your dealership showroom. We don't want to incentivize customers who are already in your showroom if that's what we want them to do. We have a test drive location selector. So what we do is we incentivize the behavior that we want customers to take, and that is to visit your dealership showroom. But we also want to give that customer the ability to schedule a test drive at home or at work. So Leadmaker does exactly that. We give the customer 3 options. Visit the dealership and receive a $25 Visa reward card for a test drive, or they can schedule a test drive at home or at work. And I'm going to show you how that works in just a little bit. They can schedule their appointment right through the system, selecting the day part, the day time. And the way that they get into this technology is through our entrance notification, or if they don't register during their visit at the exact moment that they leave, we have this exit intent solution. We have an automated email marketing system that's going to continue to remarket customers if they leave your dealership website without registering for an offer. That goes right along with our retargeting platform, so it really kind of completes that full circle. Third-party lead integration, if you're getting leads from any other providers, you can actually CC the intice system, and we can pre-register customers for the Visa reward card, send them an email with that Visa offer system, and then retarget them with emails. We provide a customized Visa activation site, dealership Visa activation site, where a customer can complete a 1-question survey, and we can find out whether they purchased a vehicle or not. And we have a Visa manual order system. This is great for bird dogs, referrals, customer bonuses, any other type of incentives that you might be running. Maybe you run a incentive program on Facebook. Maybe you're doing a direct mail conquest. Maybe you are running a buy center for buying used cars, and you want to incentivize customers to come in for a vehicle inspection. I mean, there's a ton of different ways that you can use a Visa reward card, and you can do that through our manual card order system. Again, a few bullet points here. Again, it is a fully customized Visa reward card. This says 12 months. We've recently upgraded that to 24 months. On-demand processing. If we get the order in before 10 o'clock, we're going to get this card out in the mail by 2 p.m. that day. If not the next day, and then a couple days later, first class mail, customer is going to receive it. There's no monthly fees to consumers, meaning that if they get $25 loaded on this card, it's going to stay on this card for 2 years, whether they use it or not, and it's never going to fee down. The value is always going to be available to the consumer. It's delivered inside a fully customized greeting card, and we also offer to our dealers a no-cost reissue solution. So if a customer doesn't get the card, it gets lost in the mail, they get it, they throw it in a drawer, they forget about it, and then they remember, they contact us, we send them a new card, no cost to the dealer, no cost to the consumer. Premium Visa reward card, greeting card, hard card stock, full color, very premium experience. Again, shipped within 48 business hours, shipped first class mail. Customized Visa activation portal, third-party lead integration with the manual card order system. The way a customer is going to interact with this is they can register through the entrance notification that's going to pop up when a customer visits your dealership's website. They can minimize it, and it'll never pop up again. It pops up only once during the dealership visit. If they intend to leave the site before registering, or hadn't registered, we're going to set this exit pop-up that's going to be customized by IP address, by cookie, by URL. Then we have a mini page landing, a mini tool landing page tool that can be embedded on a dealership's website. It's not an iframe. It's a fully embedded solution, providing a great desktop, tablet, and mobile experience. And then we create these schedule test drive CTA buttons in our conversion block. All right, so what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and look at, let's go ahead and get this open real quick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my demo website. Now, our demo website is express-dealer.com. Express-dealer.com is an example of our companion site. We actually take this site when a dealership engages us in our Intice 360 platform, which gives you all of our tools and services, and we add this to your dealership's top-level domain. So it's whatever your dealership's URL is, .com, and we're going to add SEO value with all this published content, and then we're going to create these sales funnels to utilize our advertising to drive landing page experiences, put lead conversion tools right in front of the customer, allow them to engage with those tools, convert to leads, and then we tailor the dealership showroom experience based on how the customer engaged with us. And we provide best practice recommendations on how you want to handle these customers when they visit your dealership showroom. So with that said, let's go ahead and just jump right into it. Let's say I am a customer, I see this offer, I decide to take it. I can click that schedule your test drive button right now, and it's going to open up our UI. Or I can close it. I can click anywhere outside, automatically closes. I can re-access that by scheduling a test drive from our brand new icon bar solution. If I click that, it's going to open up our UI, and you can see I got the schedule test drive, receive $25 Visa reward. I can jump into any other page and have access to those. But in this case, I'm going to pop right in here, and first name, last name, email address, phone number. So that's my real email address and cell phone number. If I were to put in a known bad email address or phone number, we're going to prevent the customer from registering. So we're going to make sure all the data that comes from us into the dealership CRM is going to be good quality data. We also include this video right here that's going to provide more context around what this offer is. Now, very strategically placed to be able to provide this video content right here. So instead of just popping up a form and wanting the customer to complete it, we provide more context around what that offer is on that form. So you look at your dealership website right now, go through some of the contact forms sheet right now, look at how static it is, and then compare it to how dynamic our user experiences. The goal with this is to be able to drive engagements, and it does exactly that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and play this video for you real quick so you can see how we provide this offer to customers. This also is going to be customized per the OEM that we create these videos for. So I'm going to go ahead and shut up and let you listen to this right now.
Test driving a car should be rewarding, and we want to make it that way. Come by the dealership, take a drive in a new or pre-owned vehicle, and we'll reward you with a special incentive. A complimentary Visa reward card, no purchase necessary. Your Visa reward card can be used everywhere Visa debit cards are accepted worldwide. To register, enter your name, phone number, and email address. Then, just follow these simple steps. 1. Schedule a VIP Express test drive or visit us at your convenience. 2. Take a drive in a new or pre-owned vehicle. 3. Meet with a sales manager to validate your visit. You'll receive an authorization email confirming your address, and your Visa reward card will be delivered within 7 to 10 days. That's it. It's that easy. Come by, take a drive, and get a reward.
All right, so as that's finishing up here, so that provides more context, more information about the Visa offer. I'm going to go ahead and click register now. And you can see here, we're going to pop up a little pop-up inside of our tool. It says, hey, you can save 30 minutes at the dealership by scheduling your test drive now. Step 1, Step 2, Step 3, confirm your test drive location, select a date and time, customize your experience. Pretty cool. Okay, got it. First of all, Express Test Drive. $25 Visa test drive at the dealership, or test drive to go home, or test drive to go work. All of this text is customizable, and you can see here when I click this, it says to go ahead and type in my address. So if I would go put my old office address there, you can see it's going to automatically bring that up in this Google map. You can see exactly where that is. Test drive to go work, the same thing. Or I can schedule my test drive at the dealership, which is what most people do. But it's nice to be able to provide this option to customers, especially in this post-pandemic era, when being able to provide customers new and different ways to be able to engage with your dealership, adding value all along the way. So you think about the $25 test drive offer becomes an advertising message that you can utilize all across your advertising, especially digital. Being able to provide a showroom to go or a test drive to go at home or at work also becomes another unique selling proposition that your dealership can have and utilize in your advertising. So this one tool right here can be an investment in the processes at your dealership and advertising. Next step, schedule my appointment day, day part, my time, and then I hit next. This is where I can customize my experience. Hey, I want to have a test drive that is off to work, drive on route that matches my commute, out with family, check out the roominess, comfort, and infotainment, or on an adventure, city streets, highway, or explore the outdoors. So this is the customer now has the ability to provide more information about how they want to take their test drive. Wouldn't it be great if you had customers that are scheduling this type of test drive for your dealership, and then your salespeople can really pick up on that? Also, select what's most important to you: appearance, safety, comfort, and convenience. So all of this information is going to come over right with that lead, and then your salespeople can engage with this when the customer visits your dealership showroom. So I'm going to go ahead and hit complete right here, and then we're going to provide this customer with this Visa reward card redemption certificate. So this is their ticket to an express test drive at your dealership. So think about it. Customer gets this, they can bring it on a mobile device, they can print it out and bring it into the dealership, which a lot of our customers do even in this digital age. And the reason that they do it is now they have a way to kind of bypass that traditional customer coming up to your dealership showroom and salespeople rushing out. Now, instead of saying, hey, I'm not buying today, I'm just looking, now what they can do is say, hey, I was on your website and I registered for this $25 Visa reward card here. And that sets the stage for a great customer experience. I recommend that you have the salespeople bring the customers into the dealership showroom, grab a manager, have a manager do that early management intervention, thanking them for visiting the dealership website, thanking them for registering for the Visa reward card, and then go through the redemption process right there. And then with them, you can write in their home address, city, state, and zip. And then you can ask the question, what vehicle would you like to take a test drive on today? Boom. We've eliminated what customers hate about the sales process today. We've engaged the customer in sales activity when they visit your dealership showroom. So now you can really start to see that this Leadmaker technology is a sales funnel from advertising to landing page experience to lead conversion, getting that lead into your dealership's showroom. So all of that is available through this Leadmaker technology. And I talked about a lot of the benefits with the Visa Reward Card, talked about how this can generate more leads from your dealership website. I'm going to finish up today just talking about some of the expectations that you can have with our Leadmaker technology. What we see with the Visa Test Drive offer, when it's installed the way that we recommend, you're going to find that you're going to convert about 2% of all of the unique visitors coming to your dealership website. In many cases, this is going to increase lead conversion by 30 to 40%, sometimes 50 to 60%, depending on how your website is set up and what tools that you are utilizing. But from that, what we're going to find is that about 50% of those customers are going to visit your dealership showroom. And about 50% of those customers are either going to hand in that $25 Visa Reward Card certificate or come in within that first 30-day period. And that's the qualification period for them qualifying to receive this Visa Reward Card. And about the other half of those customers that do visit your dealership showroom are going to come in after that 30-day period. So we do find a lot of these customers are going to be entering into this funnel a little bit earlier in the sales process, which is great because now we can make sure that your dealership is going to be in that consideration set when a customer is thinking about buying a vehicle. We're going to almost ensure that those customers are going to visit with your dealerships, going to visit your dealership as one of the opportunities. So it all kind of circles back to what I talked about at the very beginning of this video, and that is Leadmaker as a technology is designed for today's buyer, and it helps dealers solve for pretty much the most important problem that they have, and that's getting customers into your dealership's showroom. So the Leadmaker technology converts leads, converts anonymous website visitors into leads, converts those leads into showroom opportunities, and provides a great in-store experience. I'm going to leave it there today. As always, I appreciate your time watching these videos. You're going to find this video plus many others at intice.com.